Well, guys, you know I've been saying I wanted a shaft mount rocker system. That's why. Made a pretty good pass there. Pretty competitive pass. And yeah, I pulled the intake stud out of the freaking deal. Well, guys, welcome back to the Hustlin' Horsepower YouTube channel. I'm trying to be as perky as I can be, but to be honest with you, I was sicker than a dog the last 2 days. And ideally, we'd be filming this in Oklahoma right now. It is Saturday morning. It's about like 9 o'clock or something like that. Finished up the buttoned up the finishing touches to Straight Gangster. Not really touches. I do a pre-race checklist, and I set the car up for whatever race we're going to. So we had it set up for Oklahoma as far as chassis adjustments and all that stuff goes. And I was just going through a little bit of a checklist. And Wednesday afternoon, I got sicker than a dog. I was in the middle of changing the oil, and it hit me like hard. And with my Crohn's disease and stuff like that, any type of little flu or something like that really hits me hard because I have basically a very minimized immune system. So yeah, I was down for the count. And Friday afternoon, I was really tempted to try to make the trip out to Oklahoma. Conquer the Concrete is going to be a killer event today, but that is a 12-hour ride, and I'm out here by myself. And quite frankly, I didn't have it in me to make that trip solo and then have to race all day today. So I went and made a small little changes to Straight Gangster this morning. I don't know if you can see it up there. We'll do it up there when we get to the track, but made some changes to run on the backside of crossville. It's going to be a little bit slower surface. 60 foot's going to be about at least a tenth and a half slower. Overall ET is probably going to be 3 to 4 tenths slower, maybe a half a second slower than what it would be at Conquer the Concrete. So I made some chassis changes to accommodate that. I'll talk about that once we get into the video a little bit deeper. But guys, welcome back to the channel. Like and subscribe. This is Straight Gangster, our little home-built hot rod. Couple turbos. Yes, it did make a couple thousand horsepower with that motor that I slapped together. And we're up to Texas for Small Tire Gangsters here very shortly. And if it's up to me and everything's feeling all right, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, maybe Wednesday night, we'll head towards Texas. Maybe try to find a race on the way there. Or maybe, heck, you might even find us at Yellow Belly on a Thursday night testing the week before Small Tire Gangsters. Guys, we appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you at Crossville Dragway today for a little test and tune, and then a little $100 buy-in small tire shootout. Well, guys, apparently Rex heard the commotion over here at the Easter egg hunt across the street from the shop, which is literally like that building right there. Come on, buddy, let's go. Get in the car. Let's go. Look at this dude. He's just hanging out with the kids. Well, guys, we're closing in on the track. We're getting close. Half mile away until we turn in. And there was a bar around here somewhere where Maddie and I went and got prime rib sandwiches. No, I take that back. It was a prime rib. And it was absolutely delicious. It was a small little place. I'd love to find it again. It was absolutely delicious. And we both walked out of there, both meals for less than, I want to say it was like 35 bucks. It was delicious, and it was cheap as all get out. I wish I remember where the place was. It was a small little joint right around here somewhere. So guys, here we are at Crossville Dragway, getting Straight Gangster ready to go do some racing here. Guys, well, it's in the trailer we got to go through, and we have to compact the car as much as possible. So I go through a process where I use the ratchet straps and I lay the whole wing structure level with the roof line. Of course, to do that, you got to go and unbolt the main wing, you got to unbolt the auxiliary wing, you got to unbolt the air line that goes to the adjustable lower wing, and then you got to go through and play with the parachutes and everything else like that. It's a little bit of a task. Eventually, I'd love to have a 36-foot trailer so that we didn't have to go through and do that whole process. But hey, it is what it is to be able to haul the little daily driver with us. Luckily, I got a pretty hard head. Yeah, I got some help. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. So, guys, here we are at Knoxville. Not Knoxville, Crossville. Haven't been here since, I think, over a year, maybe. I think we made it down to 4 cars, something like that. 6 cars, I think, actually. And we were running pretty good out here. So, of course, we got a different motor. We're running the 4-link setup this time, and some other changes and stuff like that. But I have everything in the car, or in the trailer, to convert it over to a ladder bar. But we should be able to make 2 to 3 passes or so in testing, maybe probably 2 to 3 passes before the shootout starts. So we're going to see how this all plays out. The track's looking pretty good. It is pretty hot out, but we'll see how this all plays out. So guys, we made the first pass. I was a little bit slow in the 60 foot. I tried a couple little different things here, but I think we're going to be in pretty decent shape. We're going to go up here for the second test hit, and it'll probably be the last test hit before elimination. So got a little bit of a late start today, but nothing too bad. And we'll see here. 2 test hits before. No problem. It's 2 more than we generally get. So I am testing some things here. It is a $100 buy-in, so it's not a $300 buy-in like it normally is. But it does still cost money and stuff like that. So we still want to do well out here. But the learning curve on a testing day like this is also important. So we're out here learning some stuff. And if I pick up the 60 foot back to where it should have been, it left with like no boost. So it was a 10th and a half slow in the 60 foot. But that was partially my fault. That was an arm drop. I kind of rushed it, but that was my job. That was my fault. So we'll see what it is. We'll go up here for second round, second test hit, see how it plays out. Well, guys, you know I've been saying I wanted a shaft mount rocker system. That's why. Made a pretty good pass there. Pretty competitive pass. And yeah, I pulled the intake stud out of the freaking deal. So I'm probably gonna have to pull these heads off and get time certs put in all of them, because that's just a little bit cheaper way to do this until we get the money. It's probably about $2,500 for a shaft mount rocker setup, and that makes it so that all the studs are pulling on all 8 studs here are pulling evenly. But here on a rocker mount setup here, you can see there's not many threads in there, not a lot of thread engagement. So we lost the EGT at like 4.2 into the run, and it still ran a pretty good number. But yeah, look back at the EGT when I started up, and it was pretty cold. So pull that sucker right out. Taking it. So guys, I guess there's no time like the present to start pulling this valve train apart. I got the inspection camera in the trailer, making sure the piston's not hurt. I do have 8 spare pistons in the 8 spare pistons. No, I don't. I got 6. No, I got 2. I don't know. I got a couple spare pistons in the trailer. Actually, they're underneath my bed in the tow room. Spare crank in there that's already balanced in this motor. A whole set of rods, rings, bearings, mains and rods. I'm hoping that's not the case, but yeah, we'll go through here and look at this deal. The biggest problem here, this rocker stand pulled right out. We'll see if we can zoom in here. I'm not stable enough for that. I need a gimbal. There's CJ over there. See how this goes. CJ's been running good lately. I saw your shadow moving. I was like, oh my God, what is that? This is not the way you want to take the car into the trailer after a day of what was supposed to be good racing, but hey, that's race cars for you. Sometimes it goes that way. We're gonna get it fixed up, and we'll be in Texas in 2 weeks. And you never know. I might be able to get this thing fixed faster than that. Make sure this thing's straight in here before we pull it in. But yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, I think we need to go left more. We'll be on it. Definitely need to come left a little bit more though. But we'll be headed to Texas here shortly. See how this all comes together. Well, guys, our racing didn't turn out so great, but we are headed to a little spot outside of town in a little place called Ciudad Mexico. Yeah, we're going to go out some people and see a little Mexico action possibly out here. So it's about like down 15, 18 miles outside of town, something like that. But our racing didn't turn out so great. Had the rocker stud pull out of the head, and yeah, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. We're gonna try to get it fixed up, and at least in time for a couple test hits before we head to Texas. I've never been on Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah, well, this is the start of it. You're getting ready to get on the start of it.
My elbows are gonna be sore. This is tight.
Just look down to the right. You'll see us down off into the valley here. Just look for some cars to the right when you come out of them curves.
Alright, sounds good. Well, guys, I guess this is Tail of the Dragon. I want to get Maddie out here and MVP and go do the Tail of the Dragon. It'd be cool doing something fun, but heck, just doing the deal would be fun itself. We were gonna do it in for drag week and stuff like that, but we elected that probably wasn't the smartest idea, hauling a trailer with a drag car going through the Tail of the Dragon. Some guys did, but we didn't do it. So we're exiting the Tail of the Dragon right now. There's less turns here, but just north, I believe, of here is where it gets pretty rowdy. With Timmy's car, we made some pretty good progress just working on the suspension settings, 90% of it. We did do some small tuning changes, but it was mostly all suspension. And you can see how far the car came around. Guys, we are getting ready to head out to Texas for Small Tire Gangsters. We are getting Straight Gangster fixed up and should have that car running back together tomorrow. So come back for another video. We appreciate you all, and we'll see you soon.